crochet lovers, and welcome to my channel Spaß mit Faden. Today I want to show you how I've crocheted this beautiful sweater for Halloween for myself. I've crocheted my sweater in between a medium and a large size, and as you can see it turned out so beautiful that I of course want to wear it on other days as well. We now want to start to crochet first our front and our back piece. Both pieces we want to crochet the exact same way, and after that we want to join the back and the front piece and crochet as our last step our sleeves. In my tutorial I will tell you how you can crochet your sweater in your precise size, and as you can see it turned out just very beautiful, and I now want to tell you what you'll need to crochet together with me your Halloween sweater in any size. To crochet now together with me your spider sweater, you'll of course need some yarn. I've chosen today this lovely dark red color, and for my size large I've used 200 grams of my yarn. I've crocheted my whole sweater with a 4mm hook. You'll of course need a yarn needle and some scissors to cut off your yarn ends and to sew them up. And as you can see, I've already laid down here some stitch markers. With the stitch markers we later on just want to put the back and the front of our sweater together before we join them. So you can actually use some safety pins as well, and I really do hope now that you like the instructions and crocheting together with me. I want to start to crochet my sweater for Halloween now by creating a slip knot first. And into that slip knot I now want to insert my hook and pull the slip knot tight. I want to start to crochet now by chaining 6 chains first. For a chain stitch I always want to yarn over and pull my yarn through the loop on my hook. This was my first chain, my second, third, fourth, my 5th and my 6th and last chain. What I want to do now is to close those 6 chains together to a little circle. For this I want to crochet 1 slip stitch into my very first chain. So I want to insert my hook now into that first chain, yarn over, and for a slip stitch I want to pull this yarn now through all the loops on my hook. As you can see, we've now created this little circle. I want to start my very first round now by chaining 4 for the beginning. This is my first, second, third and my 4th chain. And now I want to crochet all stitches for my first round into that circle. And I want to crochet now a double crochet into my circle. So I want to yarn over for a double crochet, insert my hook into that circle, yarn over again and pull my yarn through. And I've got now 3 loops on my hook. I want to yarn over and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops, and then I want to yarn over again and pull my yarn through the following 2 loops as well. We've now crocheted 1 double crochet. After my double crochet I now want to chain 1 and crochet 1 more double crochet into my circle. So I yarn over, insert my hook into the circle, yarn over again and pull my yarn through. I've got 3 loops. I want to yarn over and pull my yarn through the first 2 loops, and I want to yarn over again and pull my yarn through the following 2 loops as well. This was already my second double crochet. After my double crochets I always want to chain 1 and then continue with my next double crochet. I've now crocheted 3 double crochets. In between I've crocheted 1 chain. So please just continue to crochet your double crochets, and once you've crocheted your 11 double crochets with 1 chain in between, we'll meet up again. I'm now nearly at the end of round number 1. What I've done so far is to crochet 10 double crochets. After my 10th double crochet I've chained already 1, and as I said we want to crochet in total 11 double crochets. So I want to crochet my very last double crochet and chain 1. Now our first round is nearly completed. What we want to do now is to insert our hook into the 3rd chain from the beginning of our round and crochet 1 slip stitch into it. So I want to insert my hook, as I said, into that very 3rd chain, yarn over, and for a slip stitch I pull my yarn again through all the loops on my hook. For the beginning of my second round I now want to start by crocheting 5 chains. This was my first, second, third, 4th and my 5th chain. And after my 5 chains I want to go to that next double crochet, this is this one, and crochet on top of it 1 double crochet. After my double crochet I want to chain 3 and go to my next double crochet, in my case it is this one, and crochet again 1 double crochet on top of it. In our second round, we now always want to crochet our double crochets on top of the double crochets of our previous round. And after that, we want to chain 3 in between and go on with the next double crochet and crochet again 1 double crochet on top of it. So please just continue to crochet your second round like this. After your double crochets, you always want to chain 3 and then go to your next double crochet from the previous round and crochet again 1 double crochet on top of it. And once you've done that with all of your double crochets, we'll meet up again. I'm now already at the end of my second round. The last thing that I've done is to crochet my 3 chains, and I've got 1 last stitch left in which I want to crochet again 1 double crochet. While crocheting the sweater, please make sure that you always crochet after your very last stitch the chains that we've crocheted for our round. So after my very last double crochet, I want to crochet again my 3 chains, and then I want to close my second round by crocheting 1 slip stitch again into the 3rd chain from the beginning. And our second round is now completed. For the beginning of round number 3, I now want to crochet now first 9 chains. So this is my first chain, the second one, the 3rd, 4th, 5th chain, number 6, 7, 8 and my 9th chain. What I want to do now is to continue to crochet with triple crochets. I want to show you how I do this. Into that following stitch, I now want to crochet 1 triple crochet. For a triple crochet, I now want to yarn over twice, and please make sure to fix those 2 loops now with your finger. And then I want to go to that following stitch, insert my hook on top of it, yarn over and pull my yarn through. And as you can see, I've got 4 loops now on my hook, and I want to yarn over now and pull my yarn through that first 2 loops. Then I want to yarn over and pull my yarn through the following 2 loops as well. And one last time I want to yarn over and pull my yarn through the last 2 loops as well. So this was now our first triple crochet. In my 3rd row, I want to crochet in between my triple crochets always 5 chains. This is my 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and my 5th chain. And then I want to crochet on top of the following stitch again a triple crochet. I want to show you one more time how I crochet a triple crochet. I want to yarn over twice and fix those 2 loops a little bit with my finger on my hook. Then I want to go on with that following stitch, insert my hook in it, yarn over and pull my yarn through. And as you can see, I've got 4 loops now, and I want to yarn over and pull my yarn now through the first 2 loops. Then I want to yarn over a second time and pull my yarn through the following 2 loops as well. And now I want to yarn over a 3rd and last time and pull my yarn again through the last 2 loops on my hook. So in our 3rd round, we now want to crochet in between our triple crochets, always our 5 chains, and then we want to continue to crochet our triple crochet. Please just complete your 3rd round like this, and once you're at the end, we'll meet up again and I want to show you how we want to continue. I'm now nearly at the end of my 3rd round. What I've done is to crochet on top of that very last stitch in my 3rd round, 1 triple crochet again, and now I want to chain again my 5 chains. This is my 1st, 2nd, 3rd, my 4th and my 5th chain. And now I want to close my round up. And the way that we want to close this round now is the way that we want to do it with every following round as well. I want to insert my hook into that 3rd chain from the beginning of my round. I want to yarn over and crochet 1 slip stitch on top of it. And now I've completed round number 3, and for the beginning of my 4th round, I now want to crochet first 11 chains. This is my 1st chain, my 2nd, my 3rd, my 4th, my 5th, 6th, and my 7th chain, number 8, 9, 10, and my 11th and last chain. And now I want to continue to crochet onto each stitch that is coming again, 1 triple crochet. So I yarn over twice, and as I said, just make sure to keep those 2 loops a little bit fixed with your finger. And then you want to insert your hook on top of that following stitch, yarn over and pull your yarn through. And of course I have again my 4 loops, and I want to yarn over and pull my yarn through the first 2 loops. Then I want to yarn over a second time and pull my yarn through the following 2 loops as well. And 1 third time I want to yarn over and pull my yarn through the last 2 loops. And now I've crocheted again my very first triple crochet. In between our triple crochets, we now always want to crochet 7 chains. This is my first, second, third, my 4th, 5th, 6th, and chain number 7. And then I want to continue to crochet my triple crochets on my stitches. So after my 7 chains, I want to yarn over again twice, insert my hook on top of that following stitch, and crochet again a triple crochet. Please complete your round like this. Always crochet in between your triple crochets your 7 chains, and continue to crochet then again a triple crochet. And once you've completed round number 4 with this pattern, I want to show you how we want to start crocheting round number 5. I'm now nearly at the end of round number 4. I've just crocheted on top of that very last stitch a triple crochet, and now I want to chain again my 7 chains. This is the first, second, third, my 4th, 5th, 6th and my 7th chain. And I now want to close up my 4th round by crocheting again a slip stitch into my 4th chain from the beginning. And now we want to crochet in the beginning of every following row 12 chains. So this is my first, second and my 3rd chain, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and my 12th chain. And in round number 5 we now want to make this whole thing bigger. Because of this we want to crochet corners. So after I've started round number 5 with my 12 chains, I want to crochet my first triple crochet as usual on top of that very first stitch. Just like this. And after I've crocheted now my very first triple crochet on that first stitch, I now want to crochet on top of this stitch a corner. So what I want to do now is to chain 2 after my first triple crochet and crochet on top of that same stitch 1 more triple crochet. This is my second triple crochet now. After that I want to chain 2 again and crochet my 3rd and last triple crochet on top of that same stitch. And because we crocheted it like this, we now created a little corner. In between our corners, we always want to chain 8. So this is my first chain, the second, 3rd, number 4, my 5th, number 6, 7, and my 8th and last chain. And I want to crochet now on top of that following 2 stitches, 1 triple crochet again. In between these 2 triple crochets, I want to always crochet my 8 chains. I want to show you how I do this. I yarn over twice and go to that next stitch and crochet, as I said, 1 triple crochet on top of it. Then I want to crochet again my 8 chains. So this is the first chain, my second, 3rd, 4th chain, number 5, 6, 7 and 8. And I want to go on with the following stitch and crochet 1 triple crochet on top of it. Then I want to crochet again 8 chains, and now I want to continue with my second corner. This was my 3rd, 4th, 5th, number 6, 7 and my 8th chain. And now, as I said, I want to crochet on top of that following stitch my second corner. So I insert my hook in it, yarn over and crochet my first triple crochet. After that I want to crochet again 2 chains and crochet 1 more triple crochet into the stitch. And one last time I now want to crochet again 2 chains and crochet again 1 triple crochet on top of this stitch. Now that I've already crocheted my second corner, I want to crochet again 8 chains. This is my second, 3rd, 4th, my 5th, my chain number 6, 7 and 8. And now I want to crochet again on top of that following 2 stitches my triple crochets. In between I want to crochet again my 8 chains. And then I want to crochet on top of that stitch again my corner. So please continue to crochet your 5th round like this. In total we should then have crocheted 4 of these corners till the end of our round. As I said, just make sure to crochet in between your corners your 2 triple crochets with the 8 chains in between. And once you've crocheted your 4th corner as well, we'll meet up again at the end of round number 5. I'm now nearly at the end of round number 5 and my work looks like this right now. Here I started to crochet my 5th row and here I want to complete it. And as you can see, I've crocheted 4 of those corners. After my very last corner, I've just crocheted 1 more triple crochet and crochet then again my 8 chains. And now I want to close up my 5th round by crocheting 1 slip stitch into my 4th chain. To complete now my 5th round, I want to crochet into that 4th chain again from the beginning 1 slip stitch. And then I want to crochet 12 chains for the beginning of round number 6. So please complete your 5th round and crochet your 12 chains again for the beginning of round number 6. And then we'll meet up again. We are now already at the beginning of round number 6. I've just crocheted for the beginning my 12 chains again, and I want to go on now by crocheting this first corner. I want to insert my hook now on top of this very first triple crochet in my corner and crochet 1 triple crochet on top of it. Then I want to crochet 4 chains. This is my first, second, my 3rd and my 4th chain, and I want to crochet on top of the second triple crochet 1 triple crochet as well. Then I want to crochet again my 4 chains and go on with my very last stitch from my corner, and on top of that I want to crochet now my 3rd and last triple crochet for this first corner. After this I want to chain now 8 chains. This is my 1st, 2nd, 3rd, my 4th, 5th, 6th, chain number 7 and 8. And we want to go on now with this simple triple crochet and crochet 1 triple crochet on top of it. So what we want to do in round number 6 is to crochet in between our basic triple crochets like this and this one 8 chains, and then we want to continue to crochet on top of this basic triple crochets 1 triple crochet. In our corners we want to crochet on top of this very first triple crochet our first triple crochet, and in between our triple crochets at our corner we want to chain 4, and then we want to just continue to crochet after this very last triple crochet 8 chains again and go on with our basic triple crochets. Please complete round number 6 like this and then close up your round by crocheting into that 4th chain from the beginning 1 slip stitch again, and please already crochet although for the beginning of round number 7 12 chains, and then we'll meet up again and I want to show you how you want to crochet round number 7. I've crocheted again my 12 chains for the beginning of round number 7, and I'm here again at my very first corner. As you can see, our corners look like this right now, and in this 7th round we now want to crochet on top of those stitches in our corners our triple crochets. So this is my first triple crochet for my corner, and in between our triple crochets in round number 7 we now want to crochet 6 chains. So this is my 1st, 2nd, my 3rd, my 4th, 5th and my 6th and last chain, and I want to continue to crochet on top of that 2nd triple crochet from the previous round in my corner, again a triple crochet in round number 7. So this is my 2nd triple crochet. I want to crochet again 6 chains. This is chain number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then I want to crochet on top of this very last stitch here my 3rd and last triple crochet for my corner. In between our corners we always want to crochet 8 chains. This is my 1st, 2nd, 3rd chain, number 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and then I want to continue to crochet on top of this basic triple crochets from the previous round, again 1 triple crochet. In between our basic triple crochets, we always want to crochet in round number 7 our 8 chains, and in between our corner stitches we always want to chain 6. So please just complete round number 7 like this, and you can already crochet round number 8. We want to close round number 7 as usual by crocheting on top of this very 4th chain here at the end our slip stitch. Then we want to crochet again for the beginning of round number 8 our 12 chains, and after that we want to crochet in our 8th round on top of each stitch our triple crochet. In between we always want to chain 8. So round number 8 will be very easy to crochet, because in our 8th round we then want to crochet on top of every triple crochet again 1 triple crochet, and in between we want to crochet our 8 chains, and we want to close round number 8 the same way that we always done it, by crocheting 1 slip stitch into the 4th chain and crocheting then for the beginning of round number 9 our 12 chains again. And once you've done with round number 7 and round number 8, we'll meet up again at the beginning of round number 9. I'm now already at the beginning of round number 9. The last thing that I've done is to close up again my 8th round by crocheting a slip stitch into the 4th chain, and I've already chained my 12 chains for the beginning of round number 9. So in the round number 9, we now want to crochet our edges again. What I want to do now, after I've crocheted my 12 chains for the beginning of round number 9, is to crochet into that very first stitch again 1 basic triple crochet. After that I want to crochet 8 chains. This is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, my 4th, 5th, 6th, and my 7th and 8th chain, and now I want to crochet on top of that following stitch my first corner. So I want to yarn over twice and insert my hook on top of it and crochet my first triple crochet for my corner. Then I want to crochet 3 chains, and I want to crochet into that same stitch again 1 more triple crochet. So this is now my 2nd triple crochet, and after that I want to chain 3 again and crochet on top of that same stitch my last triple crochet for my first corner. Now we've created again a little corner, and after that I want to chain again 8 chains. This is my 2nd, 3rd, number 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and I want to go on with the following stitch and crochet again 1 basic triple crochet on top of it. So what we want to do now in round number 9 is to create 4 of those corners. All we have to do is to crochet on top of the following 4 stitches after our corner. In my case it would be this one and this one. This would be the 3rd and my 4th stitch. Simple triple crochets, and in between we want to chain 8. So what I would do now is to crochet again 8 chains, and then I would go on to crochet on top of the following 3 stitches as well, basic triple crochets. Into my 5th stitch, after my first corner, I then want to crochet my 2nd corner by crocheting 1 triple crochet in it, chaining 3, crocheting my 2nd triple crochet in it, then chaining 3 again and crocheting my 3rd triple crochet into it. And after that, after my 3rd triple crochet, I would chain 8 again and would crochet on top of the following 4 stitches again, basic triple crochets. In between I would of course chain my 8 chains again. We want to complete our 9th round then like this, and we'll have at the end of round number 9 4 of our little corners. So please just crochet your 9th round like this, and then close your 9th round up again by crocheting 1 slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the beginning, and then we want to start again round number 10 by chaining 12 for the beginning. I'm now already at the beginning of round number 10, and for the start of round number 10 I've already crocheted my 12 chains. What I've done now after my very last corner in round number 9 was to crochet on top of the following 2 stitches my triple crochets again. So when you had 2 of those stitches left in round number 9 in the end, you can be sure that you've crocheted everything right. And I've closed my 9th round again by crocheting a slip stitch on top of the third chain, and now I've crocheted again 12 chains for the beginning of round number 10. What I want to do now is to crochet on top of that very first stitch in my 10th round, my first triple crochet for round number 10. Then I want to crochet 8 chains. This is the first one, my second, third chain, number 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And now I'm already at my very first corner, and I want to crochet now again for my corner on top of that very first stitch, my first triple crochet. This is my first triple crochet, and then I want to crochet 6 chains. So this is my first chain, the second one, the third, number 4, 5 and 6, and then I want to crochet on top of that following triple crochet from the previous round, 1 triple crochet again, and I want to chain again 6 chains. This is the third one, number 4, 5 and 6, and one last time I want to now insert my hook on top of that very third triple crochet in my corner and crochet my third triple crochet for my corner. And now I've completed my first corner. What we want to do now in round number 10 is to crochet in between the triple crochets in our corners 6 chains. And then after we've completed our corners, we want to chain 8 again and crochet on top of every simple triple crochet 1 triple crochet again. So please just complete your round number 10 like this and close it up with a slip stitch into the 4th chain as well already, and crochet please after that again your 12 chains for the beginning of round number 11. I'm now already at the beginning of my 11th round, and I've crocheted now 12 chains again, and what we want to do now in round number 11 and every following round is to crochet on top of every stitch 1 triple crochet, and in between we want to chain our 8 chains. So after my triple crochet I now want to crochet 8 chains again and crochet then my next triple crochet. And when you want to crochet your sweater in a size small, you could be finished already after your 11th round. In my case, I want to crochet my spider pullover in a size medium to large. So what I want to do now is to crochet 13 rounds, and I want to crochet every following round the same way I crochet now round number 11, by crocheting always my triple crochets and in between my 8 chains. And we want to close up our rounds the same way that we've always done it, by crocheting a slip stitch into that 3rd chain, and for our following round we then want to crochet again 12 chains. So you actually can make your spider pullover in any size that you like. Just lay this whole thing on a t-shirt or a sweater that fits you very well and see if it's large enough. And once you've reached the size that you'd like, you should crochet a second piece of this as well. And then I want to show you how I want to close these 2 pieces together to a sweater, and after that we just want to crochet our sleeves. As you can see, my work already looks like this right now. What I've done so far is to crochet 2 of those pieces. In my case, I've crocheted for size medium to large 13 rounds, and then I sewed up all of my yarn ends on the inside and I put them together so that the beautiful side is really facing the front. And now I've already crocheted the left side. I've completed this side. After I've separated my squares, I've already crocheted my sleeve, as you can see, and it turned out very beautiful. And I want to show you now on the right side how I've separated my spaces and how we want to close the spaces together. So what I've done is to start right here on the top. After I've laid those 2 pieces on top of each other, I really just looked where I want to put my hat through, and this is the space where my hat will coming out, and it actually really falls very beautiful on my shoulders. So I've tried this on, and then I got to the very first triple crochet and marked it with a stitch marker. And for my shoulders, I've just decided to use one of those squares, so I've just marked this very first triple crochet, left this square and go to my second triple crochet, and this one I've marked as well. We now want to close up this square together. I want to show you how I do that, but first I want to explain where I put my other stitch markers. After my shoulder space, I've just left 2 of those triple crochets empty, and a 3rd one I've already marked again, because into this space I later want to crochet my sleeve. Of course, these squares depend on which size you crochet. If you want to crochet, for example, a size small, 2 squares could be enough for your sleeves. As I said, want to crochet my sleeves with 3 of those squares for my size medium to large. And after I've left on both sides those 3 squares, I just mark the following triple crochet. I've just skipped 2 of those squares and mark the triple crochet after those 2 squares, and this will be my sides. I want to leave all of this open for the body part of me, and now I want to show you how we want to close this and this place up. I really can't tell you how many squares you have to leave because this actually depends on the size that you want to crochet. Just make sure to leave 1 of those squares for your shoulders, then just look how many squares you have to leave that you can put your arm through this whole gap, and then you want to make sure that you just crochet 2 more squares together for your sides. And I now want to show you how I want to join these 2 spaces, leave this gap empty for my sleeve, and then continue with this space for my shoulders. After I've marked my work, I want to show you how I want to join the front and the back piece together. So what I want to do now is to close this whole thing up with my hook, but actually there are plenty of ways how you can close this up. You can work with a yarn needle as well. What I want to do now is to join my 2 pieces together from this first stitch marker to my next one, and I want to do that with my hook. So I just want to remove now my very first stitch marker, and now I want to insert on top of this triple crochet my hook because I want to join them together with my hook, and I want to do that on the same stitch on the back side as well. And I want to grab up my yarn with my hook and pull it through. And what I want to do now is to chain 8 chains for the beginning. This is my first, second, third, my 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and my 8th chain. And then I want to go to that following triple crochet on the front and insert my hook on top of it, and I want to do the same thing with the back stitch as well. I want to yarn over, and I want to now crochet a slip stitch by pulling my yarn through all the loops on my hook. After I've joined those 2 triple crochets together, I want to chain again 8 chains. This is my 2nd, 3rd, 4th, my 5th, 6th, 7th, and my 8th chain, and then I want to go on with this last triple crochet. First I want to remove my stitch marker, and then I want to insert my hook now on top of that last triple crochet where my stitch marker was, and I want to do it with the back stitch as well. Yarn over and crochet 1 slip stitch. Then I want to crochet 1 chain, and because I've now crocheted those 2 pieces together on the side, I want to cut off my yarn, pull my yarn through that very last chain and swap my ends. So this is actually the pattern that I want to use to join the back and the front piece. There actually follows now my gap from my sleeve. This place, of course, I want to leave empty, and I just want to join now the front and the back piece here as well. And once we've joined our pieces together the way that'll fit us, I want to show you how I want to crochet my sleeve. So just turn your work around right here. This is the stitch right underneath our sleeve, and I want to show you then how we want to crochet our sleeves. What I've done now is to join my front and my back piece together. This is the gap for my sleeve. Above it, I've just joined 1 of those squares together, and here will come later my hat through. Underneath my sleeve, I've joined 2 of those squares together, and of course those squares can depend on the size that you want to crochet. And once you've joined those 2 places together and you've grabbed your space for your sleeves, I now want to show you how we want to crochet our sleeves. So as I said, right here my hat will come through. This is the body part, and I just want to grab this very first stitch above my body part at my sleeve. It will be this one. As I said, right here we do have our hat. And underneath my sleeve, I now want to insert my hook on this very first stitch, and I now want to join my yarn again. So what I've done after I've grabbed this very first stitch, as I said, underneath my sleeve, is to grab my yarn and pull it through. We want to crochet our sleeve now the same way that we've crocheted our last round for our front and back pieces. So after I've joined my yarn now, I want to crochet 12 chains. This is my first, second, third, my 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, number 8, 9, 10, 11 and my 12th chain. And now I want to crochet on top of that following stitch in my sleeve. It would be this one in my case, 1 triple crochet again. Just like this. And once I've crocheted my first triple crochet, I want to crochet again 8 chains. This is the first one, my second, third, my 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and my 8th chain. And I want to continue to crochet now on top of all of those triple crochets. In this round again, of course, triple crochets. So this will already be my second triple crochet. And after that, I want to crochet again my 8 chains. And all we want to do now for our sleeves is to crochet our rounds with our triple crochets. In between, we always want to crochet 8 chains. And once you've reached the beginning of your round again, you want to crochet into the 4th chain, 1 slip stitch and crochet for the beginning of your following round again your 12 chains. And I want to crochet now for my sleeve 25 rounds. Of course, if you don't want your sleeve to be so long, you can crochet less or even more rounds. And once I've crocheted now my sleeve, I want to show you the final result. I've now completed to crochet my second sleeve as well. As I said, I wanted the sleeves to be a bit bigger and I've crocheted 25 rounds and my sweater looks like this. I personally think it looks just very beautiful and is actually very good for Halloween right now because Halloween is coming, as we all know, and I really do love this sweater. And if you do have now a perfect sweater for Halloween like me, please make sure to subscribe my channel and to like and comment this video, and I really do hope that we'll see us the next time again.